WWRR, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, WMMZ, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Hazleton, WYCK, Plains.
Powered by Mohegan Sun Pocono.
It's the New River, 105 and 103.5.
This is Music on the Menu on the River.
Timothy, where on earth did you go?
Featuring Northeast PA's best artists.
Maybe, never mind. She can move me like the stereo, like a song on the radio. She's an angel in the morning, yeah, that's me.
And now, here's your host, Alan K. Stout.
All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with, as I always am, Sunday nights, 9 to 10 o'clock, bringing your regional artists doing their own original material from right here in northeastern Pennsylvania, hanging out with D.C. Taylor. D.C., Good to see you, my friend.
Alan, how you doing?
I'm doing just dandy, just doing dandy. And so excited about tonight's show because we have a special guest in tonight, a new part of the Music on the Menu family. Obviously, been in Music on the Menu in the newspaper many times with my column over the years, but first time appearing on the radio show, Richie Kossuth from Rock Street Music. Richie, good to see you, man.
Same here, guys. Thank you for having me.
It's always good to see you. And, you know, Richie wanted to get involved with Music on the Menu, and so you're going to be hearing some spots for the business that he owns with his brother, Rock Street Music, throughout the show for the next couple of months. And we wanted to have you in and kind of talk to you about Rock Street, because I think here in northeastern Pennsylvania, so many people that have any interest at all in music, you're sort of an iconic business. I mean, 33 years, Main Street Pittston, selling instruments, sound and lighting equipment, lessons, amps. I mean, you walk in there and, you know, the thing that I love about Rock Street, Richie, and I was telling you this off the air before, is whenever I stop in to see you, whether it was when we were working on Concert for Karen, Concert for a Cause, or when I came in a couple of weeks ago because I was looking for a tambourine for a birthday present, you know, I wind up seeing people. There's always dudes hanging out there. There's cats hanging out, people talking about music, people getting lessons. It's like the haven for music in northeastern Pennsylvania. It really is.
I appreciate saying that. It feels that way. I remember when Breaking Benjamin was recording and doing pre-production in the back of the store, before really anybody knew who they were, the kids would be there and like, hey, that's Ben and Aaron and Mark, and they would sit down and talk with them and do, you know, autographs and stuff. It was really cool.
It's just a cool place to hang out. I mean, you know, you walk in there and you feel welcome. You know, there's a chance that if you go in the evening, they're going to see you, unless you have a gig that night.
True.
And I think that's part of the appeal of the store. Let's talk about that throughout the program tonight. First of all, what made you want to get into that business, 33 years ago when you were a really young man at the time? I mean, I think a lot of
I'm only 35 now, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, you're 2 years old and you're like, hey, I think I want to run sound and lights at rock clubs,
And play drums and make noise.
Well, the drums we can understand for that age, right? I think, but still, really, what is it about that business that inspired you to want to get into it?
Actually, right out of high school, I started working for a store called Just Drums. And unfortunately, they just decided to go out of business and such. And my brother and my mom actually said, well, I think you should just go in, do your own store. And honestly, I originally didn't think about doing it. And they said, I think you should do it. And we were actually opened in July of 1985. This summer's actually the start of our 33rd year. And I started at my parents' garage because we couldn't find the place to go. And we just started off basically selling musical instruments and such. And people would be like, well, there's like a lot of musical instruments in this garage. We finally got kicked out of there when we found the building. My mother wanted her front room back, the room that nobody goes into.
Did that always interest you, though, that side of music? Because I think so many people think of music, live music, as what you see on stage and, the band and the songs. And yet there's so much more that goes into it with the sound, with the lights, with the sound technicians, with, rigging stuff up and cables and monitors and amplifiers. And, that's the side of the business that is so essential to any live band that you ever go see. But yet, you know, it's not something that kids growing up, you know, that's where they want to be Eddie Van Halen. They don't want to be the sound technician. And yet there are people that do. And you've got some of the best in the Valley, you know, like speaking of people like Gene and Gene Smith. And so, you know, your mom and she suggested it to you, as you said, but were you always interested in that side of it as well?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, when I worked for Just Drums, I mean, I thoroughly loved working for those guys because, you know, it was more of a drum store at the time. But you had almost every drummer, you know, and you got to realize that was 1980. Mm-hmm. People come from Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, like all over Philadelphia even to come up to, and, you know, they would, you know, took your expertise and stuff. And it was a great feeling, like making somebody walk out of there feeling good. And then, of course, you know, that's where I got my slogan, Pro Shop Beginners Come to Learn. I love when kids come in and there's enthusiasm.
We're going to talk about that side of the business, too. We're going to talk about everything. We're talking about Flaxy Morgan, your band that you've had for 24 years now. More about Rock Street. Let's play a local band right now that I'm sure you've run sound for at some point. Nowhere Slow. It's all called now.
Lying here on my back, staring at the sky, counting every shooting star that's passed me by. I need a remedy, I need a cure for this disease. I need a light to guide me home. Now I'm running without my legs. Now I'm thinking without my head of everything I knew I should have done for you. So long, goodbye. I just hope you remember your words. So wrong in my head. I don't wanna remember. You're so impossible, so unpredictable. You're everything I knew I never needed. Can we run away? Can we try today? It doesn't mean much to me for me to take it from you. But now I'm running without my legs. Now I'm thinking without my head of everything I knew I should have done for you. So long, goodbye. I just hope you remember your words. So wrong in my head. I don't wanna remember. So long, goodbye. I just hope you remember your words. So wrong in my head. I don't wanna remember. So long, goodbye. I just hope you remember your words. So wrong in my head. I don't wanna remember.
Well, I jumped off the tower 30 feet above the land, above the water. I let go of my hands and my feet till I touched the bottom of the body. Yeah, well, I know. Yeah. place just never worked. But that's alright, 'cause now we got a place to hang for the summer, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. Along the railways and the tracks, but can never make it the whole way before we end up slipping off the side. We got fishing poles on our backs, and our hats are on, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. Jumped off the tower 30 feet above the land, above the water. I let go of my hands and my feet till I touched the bottom of the body, yeah, uh-huh.
Cabinet here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called The Tower. And before that, Nowhere Slow with a song called Memory Goodbye. We're hanging out with Richie Kossuth from Rock Street Music here, who founded that business with his brother 33 years ago. Longtime member of the band Flaxie Morgan, which we'll be talking about a little bit later in the show. But sticking with Rock Street, Rich, you know, some of the venues here locally that you've done sound at, you know, Mohegan Sun Arena, Party on the Patio, shows downstairs in the ballroom, the Kirby Center, the arena, the Mohegan Sun Arena, the Montage Mountain Amphitheater, plus every club you could possibly imagine in town. And you were saying during the break there that some of the people that have run sound for you, including your brother, have gone on and worked with some national acts.
Yeah, Billy actually right now has been working with Lou Graham
from Foreigner.
For about 10 years now, actually.
So he's his guy on the road.
He actually is his monitor tech, and he goes all over. From the last time I was talking to him, they did a show with Journey in Puerto Rico or someplace like that. They go, just talk to me from Journey? No. I'm here to do my job.
Yeah, maybe the starstruck aspect wears off after X amount of years. Yeah. But, you know, Lobo, who used to produce our show, Lorene, she was a Rock Street sound tech. She's now on the road. She was on the Warp Tour and Rusted Root, and now she's Michael Bolton. And
Yeah, I just saw she was in Australia which is
the other
cool.
day. Yeah, I saw her Facebook post. So, I mean, certainly some of the alumni from Rock Street have gone on and done some great. EJ, who used to work for you, he was out with National Acts.
Yeah, EJ Brian Moran's out with Stone Sour right now. Mo's out with Cole Swindle right now. You know, all of our local guys.
How does that make you feel to see your guys and women at Lobo, go on and
very proud.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And all the guys that we have now are very, very great guys to work with, and they go and do different tours also, here and there. But they stick with us because we know we need them and such, and they're great too. What's
your favorite part of the business? I know that you're in the store, and like I said, whenever I stop in the evening, you're usually there, and that's usually going to be at least an hour of shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite part of it? Is it helping people get there? Is it the lessons? Is it the equipment? Is it the sound? Is it
at the shop itself? It's I really, really love seeing new kids taking lessons, and some of these kids have been there from 8, 9 years old, and we see them graduate high school and go on to do different things.
See them grow up?
Yeah, it is. You blink your eyes, it's like, weren't you guys like 8 years old, like not too long ago? I guess that's where being 2 years old going into business comes in.
And I know that you have Phyllis Hopkins there giving lessons. My cousin, Wesley Stout, gives lessons there.
God, he's been there for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I've seen his little office there with all of his guitar magazines. And Phyllis was there the last time I was there a couple of weeks ago. So you've got some really talented people there, giving instructions as well.
Yeah, and very proud of our teachers also. They take their time and with every student.
It's just a cool vibe. Let's play another local artist right now. This is Sonny Weeks with a song called I Want to Love You.
Why don't we spend some time feeling it out? My mind grows from getting close to finding out my inner self. It's you, the one who helps me see the right and wrong inside of me. There ain't no use in fear or doubt, because I wanna love you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you no matter how. We hold our hearts like cigarettes. As far as we know, they're all burning out. Let us reinvent the wheel and feel what we want to feel. Take jealousy and white it out, because I wanna love you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you no matter how. Yeah, I wanna love you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you no matter how. I remember the words that you said. Never be embarrassed. Nothing here can tear us, so rest your weary head. Funny how the time may fly. With every step, we hold it higher. Do what you will, say what you say. I wouldn't ever want it any other way. I wanna love you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you no matter how. Yeah, I wanna love you. I wanna love you. I kiss. You stood me up again. I'm not the first man down, so turn around, you gotta move. And when you move real slow tonight, girl, and when we're all passed out, to give it up to me, it's such a lover's lie. 'Cause she's a pretty little girl turning down the world. She's got a motor running high, take it to the top. She's just a pretty little girl turning down the world. My last snapshot, my last snapshot. Let's get it on. How do you like it? Did I heat you up again? With a little bit of tonic, a little bit of radic. I'm asking you to move, 'cause I met somebody new. And she moves real slow, naughty if you will. She's coming undone, but lately I've been a fool for loving you. 'Cause she's a pretty little girl turning down the world. She's got a motor running high, take it to the top. She's just a pretty little girl turning down the world. My last snapshot, my last snapshot.
Silent Treatment here on Music on the Menu on the River. It's a great band. They had put out a couple of great records about 10 years ago, a song called Pretty Little Girl. And before that, Sonny Weeks, a song called I Wanna Love You. We're hanging out with Richie Kossuth from Rock Street Music for the whole hour here, and we will be back in a flash.
Hi, this is Richie from Rock Street Music. For the past 33 years, Rock Street has been a virtual haven in any PA for all things music. Sound and lighting equipment, sound technicians, musical instruments, amplifiers, music lessons. Rock Street Music offers it all. We can help make your show sound great and help put the perfect instrument in your hands, or even help to teach you how to play. The legendary Rock Street Music, Main Street, Pittston, your one-stop shop for all things music, where pros shop and beginners come to learn.
Hi, this is Mitch Kornfeld from the Woodlands Inn and Resort. Summer weather is finally here, so treat yourself and take a time out on life. You deserve a staycation right here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The Woodlands is less than a mile from the casino and is minutes from all the natural beauty northeastern Pennsylvania is famous for. Pack a small suitcase and drive less than an hour and enjoy first-class amenities and second-to-none service that the Woodlands offers. Enjoy 2 restaurants, Japanese Shogun and Crescenzo's Pizza Bar. Dance the night away at our famous Evolution nightclub or listen to live music at the Streamside Bandstand. Close your eyes on the Skyview Deck Bar and listen to the sounds of our breathtaking waterfall. Check out our website, thewoodlandsresort.com, for a great room package. Listen, summer's finally here and you deserve to chill, so come on down to the Woodlands in Wilkes-Barre. Eat, drink, dance, and play at the casino. We have a staycation waiting for you.
We're back here on Music on the Menu on the River, hanging out with Richie from Rock Street Music. And Rich, we're just talking here while we're listening to the tunes about you're giving blood for like the 100th time this week.
140th pint.
140th pint. Now, I'm medically challenged. I don't know how I don't even know what most organs in the body do. And I prefer to be that way. So I had no idea how many gallons of blood are in a human being. You told me it's 8.
Mm-hmm.
8 pints. I'm sorry, gallons. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have basically donated enough blood in your life to fill an entire human being 17 times. Okay. Are you a personal friend of Keith Richards? Are you the reason he's still with us?
He gets some of my plasma.
Well, thank you. Thank you for what you do. I've always known you were a charitable guy. Certainly, I learned that with Concert for a Cause, working with you for all those years, with not only Rock Street, but with Flaxie Morgan as well. Let's talk about Flaxie now. 24 years, the band has been a fixture here in northeastern Pennsylvania, not only in nightclubs, but weddings, private events, and certainly in the summertime, as we are right now. You're in the middle of your annual Summer Bazaar tour.
Mm-hmm.
You were just in my neck of the woods, right?
Yep,
for the Pierogi Festival?
Pierogi Fest, we played that for the first time, which is awesome. It was really good
cool
event.
I was a judge last year and also a couple of years ago of the Pierogis. It's a good time. Flaxie, what do you attribute to the longevity? Because we've seen a lot of bands come and go since 1994. And you could always count on Flaxie to be out there.
I just have a drive that I just always want to keep it going. I have a great time playing.
It's changed so many members too.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at 24 years, we really didn't change a lot of members. Like people will say you did, which you have. People move on and do different things. But for divide that by 24, we really didn't. But yeah,
right. It's kind of like the blood thing. Yeah.
Like I said, my grandma always thought I'd disappear because I have no blood left in me. But we've been around, and I have great bunch of guys playing with me and girl, and we just have a great time playing. We just played a wedding this past weekend, and it's such a great vibe. We just played straight through, and people just didn't stop from the first song to the last song, and I just want to keep doing it. I just enjoy doing it. It's a pleasure to see people having a good time. When we play Bazaar, you see kids could be there, and kids that used to come see us have
it's
kids.
It's kind of
such.
like your thing. I remember you played. People associate you with Rock Street and with Flaxie. And I got to thank you too, because you played my church bazaar, St. Al's down in South Wilkes-Barre. I guess it was about 4 years ago. And I come over to say hello to you, DC. I go over to say hello to Richie, and of course my kids start jumping behind Richie's drums. And I'm like, hey, get out of there. I don't want you messing with my buddy's equipment. And he's like, let him go. I got some pictures of my kids banging your drums.
If the priest yells, that's him over there, Alan.
No, really, man. Thank you. That was cool. They got a kick out of that. Let's play another great local artist right now. This is Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman, a brand new tune called Ain't No Denying.
Hey, this is Mike Miz, and you're listening to Music on the Menu with Alan K. Stout on The River.
I remember waking up each morning next to you, and I remember falling, but I don't remember when. We were staying in that big house by the water. It almost felt like we were married, even though I never been. And somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. And somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. Somewhere on those country roads, I think I told a lie. So please don't say it's over. Please don't say goodbye. I remember sunlight burning off that morning fall, and I remember feeling like I never want to leave. I remember moonlight shining off your pretty face, and I remember saying, this is all I'd ever need. And somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. And somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. But somewhere on those country roads, I think I told a lie. So please don't say it's over. Please don't say goodbye. There's something in the evergreens in the early morning dew. There's something in the fallen leaves, and it makes me think of you. I'm stuck in late September dreams, and I need them to come true. I just can't help it, I'm so in love with you. Remember on that night before I left for good, we sat beside the fire and I gently kissed your face. I was holding you so close, like now I wish I could. The dog was sleeping at her feet and everything was in its place. Somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. Somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. But somewhere on those country roads, I think I told a lie. So please don't say it's over. Please don't say it's over. Please don't say it's over. Please don't say goodbye.
Miz here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Please Don't Say Goodbye from his brand new record. And before that, Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman, another brand new track called Ain't No Denying. We're hanging out with Richie from Rock Street Music. And Richie, we're going to play an artist here, Fink from formerly Breaking Benjamin. He's going to be with us here. at Music on the Menu Live.
Nice.
On Tuesday is July 3rd as part of the Music on the Menu Live original music series, and we'll have some swag there. Our friends from The Weekender will be hanging out with us again, as always, and that's always a really cool night of music. This one's called Standing on the Sun.
Just to stay alive, you lie a little to your God. I know it's nothing new for you. You're falling in and out of love. Now there's nowhere left to run, so burn it all down to the ground to begin it all again. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? All the friends that you burned along the way. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? Or is it blinding till you're standing on the sun? If there's room up there for me, lift me to your sky. Let me break down your facade to hear something true from you. We're falling in and out of love. Now there's nowhere left to run, so burn it all down to the ground. But to begin it all again, why can't you see what's right in front of you? All the
Dakota here on Music on the Menu on the River from their last record, a tune called Push. And before that, Aaron Fink with a song called Standing on the Summer. Hanging out with Richie from Rock Street Music. And I know you have a friendship with Dakota. You were able to perform with Jerry and Bill at the Jammin' for Jerry benefit, I guess about 2 months ago now. And we were talking, and I know that you had played with Bill Clinton at the White House. It sort of got an impromptu jam with the President of the United States at, when they had hired Daddy-O and the Sax Maniacs to play. And I've seen that picture hanging up in Rock Street of you playing with the President. But you actually said that playing Timothy with basically Bill Kelly and Jerry Hledzik was even a bigger thrill, right?
It was Bill and I had spoke about the Jerry benefit. Needed production and stuff, and whatever you need. Jerry's a great friend of mine. I mean, I used to go see the boys when I was like probably 13 years old, and grow up with them. The boys to Jerry Kelly, Dakota, and such. And we were talking, Danny Seraphin's going to be there, and Eli, which is a great drummer, is
from Chicago. And so there were some pretty serious drummers. And guys, remember the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is their drumming.
I think he's pretty good. And Bill goes to me in the end of our conversation. He goes, and we're going to end the night with Timothy, and you're going to play drums. I'm like, I go, Bill, just give me the chills. I said, like, I've played that with them before, but like not in this type of performance. And I was like, I was in heaven.
Yeah.
I was just in heaven. It was just amazing, to be part of that.
It was a really special night, and I was happy for you to see you up there playing it with them, because if you go into Rock Street, there's a big frame poster of Jerry and Bill, and
the old staircase.
Yeah, and I know there's a friendship there, and so I know that was meaningful for you. That was very cool. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back in a flash.
Hi, this is Mitch Kornfeld from the Woodlands Inn and Resort. Summer weather is finally here, so treat yourself and take a time out on life. You deserve a staycation right here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The Woodlands is less than a mile from the casino and is minutes from all the natural beauty northeastern Pennsylvania is famous for. Pack a small suitcase and drive less than an hour and enjoy first-class amenities and second-to-none service that the Woodlands offers. Enjoy 2 restaurants, Japanese Shogun and Crescenzo's Pizza Bar. Dance the night away at our famous Evolution nightclub, or listen to live music at the Streamside Bandstand. Close your eyes on the Skyview Deck Bar and listen to the sounds of our breathtaking waterfall. Check out our website, thewoodlandsresort.com, for a great room package. Listen, summer's finally here and you deserve to chill, so come on down to the Woodlands in Wilkes-Barre. Eat, drink, dance, and play at the casino. We have a staycation waiting for you.
Hi, this is Richie from Rock Street Music. For the past 33 years, Rock Street has been a virtual haven in any PA for all things music. Sound and lighting equipment, sound technicians, musical instruments, amplifiers, music lessons. Rock Street Music offers it all. We can help make your show sound great and help put the perfect instrument in your hands, or even help to teach you how to play. The legendary Rock Street Music, Main Street, Pittston. Your one-stop shop for all things music, where pros shop and beginners come to learn.
All right, we're back here on Music on the Menu on the River, and Richie had a little request for tonight's show, and he didn't have to twist my arm too hard because we love her and we play her all the time. But Kate, who was the lead vocalist in Flaxie for a couple of years, right?
At least 2 or 3 years she was with us.
Yeah, and I know she really enjoyed it too. And so you wanted to hear one from her from the Something Out of Nothing record, a song called Pieces of You. What's your favorite memory of working with Kate?
She was always a blast. I mean, whenever we would play Chacos, she'd be on the bar singing. And we're like, where's Kate? Where's Kate? Oh, she's on the bar.
That's cool. Yeah, that's our girl. Let's play one from her right now. Check it out.
Gone.
Kate here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Pieces of You by request from Richie from Rock Street. She was the lead singer in his band for a couple years, and they've maintained a good friendship. We were talking here about your nickname, which you've acquired over the past couple of years. Richie looks a lot like former President Bill Clinton, who we mentioned you had actually played on stage with at one time. And I remember the first time I heard you call, that was a couple of years ago. You walked into the bar or a club, and someone announced over the PA, Bill Clinton in the room, Bill Clinton in the room. And I looked and I was like, oh my God, yeah, I see it.
I do get it a lot. It a lot.
Well, he's the president of the United States, and he's a handsome man, so it's a compliment.
My younger brother Ozzy calls me as Clinton. He doesn't call me by my name.
Richie, it's been so fun hanging out with you tonight, and I wanted to talk about this at the end of the show, too. For 12 or 13 years, I worked with Richie every year on a charity event called Concert for Karen, Concert for a Cause. We are both friends with Karen, and that's how we both got involved from the beginning. And I used to write it in my newspaper column in the Times Leader every year at the end of the show, where I thanked people. I said, you could not underestimate how important Rock Street was to those events. To be there all day. At one point, we had 35, 37 bands playing. We had 4 rooms. Mm-hmm. The crew, the work you guys did, the timing, it all went off without a hitch every year. And last year at the Jane Jam, my friend Sandra took a picture of you and I at the Jane Jam, and we're out in the hallway, and it was the first time we had been at an event like that together in a couple of years. And that picture means a lot to me.
Thank you.
Because it was
me too.
Like we're both still standing, and here we are, still doing our thing.
All these years later.
And I really want to thank you and your entire crew and your brother for everything you did at Concert for a Cause for all those years.
My pleasure.
You made it happen.
Very welcome.
You were. I don't want to say the unsung heroes, because you were the heroes. So thank you very much, and thanks for being a part of the show, man. We had a great time having you on, and we welcome you to the Music on the Menu family. People will be hearing you on here every week now for a while, talking about what you've got going on.
Awesome. If you need me to fill in one day, just let me know.
Yeah, you can pick all the songs. You know the bands. You can pick. Yeah, I'll leave it now, as I always do with the Badlees. This was I usually dig in, but I just felt it's summertime. Let's just play the big hit. This was the song that broke them through. I love this song because it's about somebody that had the courage to go and get help and came back, better than ever. It's called Angeline is Coming Home. We'll catch you next week.
What an intersection. Oh, nurse, you washed away. Grease landed in dignity. Angeline is coming home. Grease landed in dignity. Angeline is coming home. Size of cleaning home again. The quintessential river free of pain. Well, just to keep on going crazy while the crowd